You hear now. Delegates at the PAC conference in Seshego Polokwane have called for unity after the gathering descended into chaos yesterday. The conference is expected to elect the National Executive Council and discuss policies. The party says it will use the conference to focus on issues of land, unemployment and migration. It was officially opened by party president Mzwanele Nyhontso yesterday. Our reporter Mahlako Komane joins us now for a live update. Mahlako, thank you so much for your time on the agenda. What are some of the delegates saying, caused some of the chaos yesterday?
Yes, indeed. Good morning to you, Kolisi. We are indeed out here in Seshego at the PAC conference, as you've correctly just stated. In terms of the chaos that, went on here yesterday, maybe to explain it better, I am going to bring in the PAC president, the current president, which is Mzwanele Nyhontso. As you quite correctly stated, he did open that conference yesterday. We did see that brawl that took place here, with the members, what we thought were members, fighting each other. But when we later spoke to some of the leadership here, the provincial leadership to be more specific, we were told that it was a situation of a rent-a-crowd, but also because it is a conference and there is contestation that is taking place. There'll obviously be different elements in terms of people, one faction over the other trying to get power. I mean, it is a power struggle of some sort that is obviously going to take place here. But I do know that in a few minutes they are going to go into a closed session. But I think just before that, takes place, let me bring in, and as I said, that I am joined by the president, Mr. Mzwanele Nyhontso, who will just tell us, perhaps let's ask him about what happened yesterday. Mr. Nyhontso, thank you so much for speaking to us. Are you able to tell us what happened yesterday?
I'm able to tell us what I've heard yesterday, because what happened, I also saw it on TV, and yet I was here. So it really did not affect me. I did not see it. But as the chairperson said, this is a congress. This is not a meeting. This is an elective congress called by the constitution of the PAC with its prescriptions that how the congress is convened. So it is not a rally. It is not you can't just get inside, get every Jack and Jill come inside and sing and wants to be accredited, thus undermining the very same constitution of the very same PAC. So those were people who are not registered but wants to be part of the Congress through the back door, and unfortunately we will never allow that one.
And how were you able to deal with that yesterday? Because we were told by the chairperson of the province that it was a rent-a-crowd situation.
As a result, I did not see it, which means the security and them as leaders of provinces dealt with it far away from me. I did not even see it. I only saw it on television. If I had no television, I would not even know, because it was a matter that happened far away from where I was.
Okay, maybe let's talk about the party. This is a conference. It's elective. In terms of the future of the PAC, what are you hoping is going to take place? Are we going to see a stronger PAC? I mean, we've been seeing what has been happening at the polls in terms of the electorate. As the party going forward, what are you going to ensure, or what are you hoping is going to take place?
Now, remember, from last year in the local government elections, we saw a party that was growing. We saw a party that was having numbers. We saw a united PAC, one PAC, and we saw a leadership that is not questionable. Nobody now ask a question that you've been asking as the media: which PAC are you representing? Which president are you following? We saw that party. Hence, the PAC received 23 councillors in the last election, despite the fact that we registered only 5 minutes before the closing time of elections. Now going forward, this is a party growing. Going forward, this is a united PAC. Going forward, this is the PAC that is going to fight for the return of the land to its rightful owners. Going forward, this is the party that must liberate the people of Azania, because for the past 28 years we've been betrayed. We've been in this country, we've been told that we are free, and yet we've been living in squalor, we've been living in poverty situations. So we want that PAC that must unite and fight for the African people. That PAC that must unite and be at the center of politics, where it belongs.
And you feel that you've done enough in terms of your campaign? I know that you are also going up against Dr. Zidlunga Mantashe, your DP.
No, I did not even campaign. There was no need. I could not campaign. A president doesn't campaign. A president just goes to do its job. And then the branches of the PAC decide that you are doing something, they must remove you or they must change you. So I never campaigned. I don't even know what you are talking about. Even the deputy president that you are telling me about never said to me he is challenging me or he is campaigning. I'm sure you were here, we were laughing yesterday together. So I did not know what you are talking about. There was no way I could campaign. The branches of the PAC must tell us here if we have performed or not. Then if we have not performed, they must change us. This is their PAC. This is not my PAC. We don't do this thing in the PAC of going out there and say, I'm ready to lead. Please elect me. No, we don't do that. The branches must say you are ready to lead. So if the branches feel I've failed, they must change me. I won't complain. I was born PAC, I'm a PAC member, and I was not born president. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
All the best. You've heard there, Mkolisi, that was the president of the PAC, Mr. Mzwanele Nyhontso, telling us about, they are hoping that coming out of this conference, they will have a PAC, I suppose, that appeals to people, a united PAC, but saying that a lot has been done in that regard to ensure that this is a PAC that appeals to people, that the PAC will find itself once again at the center of politics, being able to engage meaningfully or participate rather meaningfully in the public discourse or the political discourse or conversation in the country, but also speaking about the fact that this is a PAC that nobody owns. I mean, we know, the recent history of the party where we saw, it was... there were different factions, but saying that this is they are past that this is one PAC, and today's outcomes, I suppose, in terms of the elections or the elective process will be able to will show that, will be an indication of that, saying that he had no need to campaign. It is his work that will speak for him. The branches of the PAC, we were told yesterday that there is a national representation, meaning they are branches from across the provinces, and they will today elect their leadership. And he says that if he has done enough, it will show. But he was born PAC and he will die PAC, irrespective of the position that he holds within the party. Back to you in studio, Mkolisi.
Mahlako Komane is SABC senior news reporter. Please, let's keep watching that story there.